is Courtney. Welcome to my channel. What type of reader are you? So if you've been around my channel more than one video, you know that I'm a very eclectic reader. I like a little bit of everything. I like some horror. I like romance. I love a good dark romance. I love fantasy. I love sci-fi. A little bit of everything, okay? But there's an assessment that can actually tell you what type of reader you are. So we're going to take that assessment. Now this assessment I found through channel Tom Orange, who you should check out. I'm going to link him below. Very knowledgeable, awesome booktuber, okay? And he got it from IG from Stephen R. Reese. You can check those out. So let's get to this assessment here, okay? This is the assessment that will get you reading the books you love. Okay, I'm all about that. Find your color type. Are you really ready to find your reader type? Let's do this. Let's do this. 24 hypothetical book summaries. Okay, that works. Here we go. So find your color type. A poetic memoir weaves together fragments, dreams, journal entries, and old texts, chronicling the author's healing after grief. I would say, not read. I'm not interested. Just not my thing. A woman falls in love with a man through anonymous letters exchanged in library books. What is that book? That was a movie this was based off of, right? With Ryan Reynolds, I think. Anyway, until fate intervenes. A little bit too sappy for me. I'm gonna say no. Not gonna read. In a city run by corporations, a lone data hacker risks everything to uncover the truth behind a mask and digital blackout. I have read a book that is similar to this, but I'm going to say I might read it. I might read it. I don't know. Depends on how it's laid out, okay? 4. In a shadowed world ruled by elemental warlords, a cursed warrior and an outcast prince from a forbidden bond that could remake the realm. I'm all over it. Definitely gonna read that. Definitely gonna read that. A solitary monk walks across America, encounters strangers who subtly reshape his inner life and beliefs. This somewhat sounds like a Psalm for the Wild build. I would say probably not read. That was a fluke for me reading that, but it was good. Drawing on neuroscience and ancient philosophy, this guide helps overthinkers learn to make better decisions. Not much into self-help. Sounds interesting, but I'm definitely probably not going to read. 7. A surrealist author discovers her paintings are portals to real worlds, and something is starting to come back through the canvas. See, depending on how that plays out, if it's like some horror elements into it, I'd be all over that. So I would maybe say yes, probably would read it. 9. An ex-assassin hiding in Alaska must confront his past when his daughter is taken by a vengeful arms dealer. Sounds like a movie. I'm going to say probably not read. Not read. 10. A chief journeys across post-Soviet Europe, already not on my list, searching for recipes that define her grandmother's lost homeland. I'm gonna say no. Y'all, we are on a not reading yet. Okay. A multi-generational novel told from the perspective of a single house and the people who lived, loved, and died within it. That sounds interesting. I might read that. I might read that. I have my moments when it comes to like historical drama pieces. It depends on who it is, what time period, and who recommended it to me. You know what I'm saying? 12. A deep dive into how food systems, global trade, and local economies shape the way we eat and how to eat better. That sounds interesting, but I don't think I would read a whole book based off of that. 13. A linguist and an ex-CIA operative must decode an ancient manuscript before a secret society reshapes history. Not gonna read. Not gonna read. A novel told entirely through footnotes and deleted Wikipedia entries reconstructs the life of a time traveler who never existed. That's, I'm gonna say no. I think so. Where's the dragons, y'all? Where are the dragons, okay? In a future where dreams can be uploaded and bought, a woman begins to lose the line between memory and product. I might read that. I like the premise of it. It depends on how it's played out. 17, a former Silicon Valley exec shares what broke him, what healed him, and how to live a more intentional digital life. No, I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that. 18, a rescue team in Antarctica picks up a distress signal from a base that officially doesn't exist and never did. Okay, I would probably read that, yes. A cultural critic's essay collection. I see I'm already over it, but we're gonna keep going. On the end of privacy, the aesthetics of apocalypse, and one comes after capitalism. See, I'm not into these books that talk about real life too much. It's scary. 21, a clear, no-nonsense manual on how to lead teams with empathy, structure, and long-term vision. I'm not gonna read that. I mean, if I have to for work, maybe. 24, an ornithologist, say that 3 times, joins a rogue expedition into the Congo to find a supposedly extinct bird. Then the team starts vanishing one by one. That sounds interesting. I would probably read that, yep. In an alternate 1800s, a woman disguises herself as a man to join a pirate crew in search of mythical islands said to grant second lives. I might read that. That sounds interesting. And 24, a box of mementos hidden by her late husband sends a young widow on a cross-country road trip through memory and mourning. That sounds like a movie. I'ma probably not read that. I'm scared. What's gonna happen? You are an orange reader. What does an orange reader say? Okay, 50%. I'm an orange reader. Let's see what that means. A serial world hopper. So what is an orange reader? Orange reader thrives on masterful world building. Look for stories and imagination, exploration, and vivid storytelling to transport them far beyond the ordinary. Fantasy. They seek out expansive worlds, epic adventures, and richly detailed narratives that ignite their sense of wonder and possibility. I don't like too much detail though, I will say that. Like, give me enough world so I can imagine it and let's get on with the plot. For them, reading is about discovery, excitement, and embarking on journeys that stretch the boundaries of their imagination. Okay, I would say that's what I like, yep. Epic fantasy realms, futuristic landscape, historical adventures. I crave narratives that transport beyond the ordinary boundaries. Discover new realities, seeking an escape and inspiration in equal measure. Attracted to tales that offer fresh perspective and vivid imagining familiar worlds. Oh, this is spot on of what I prefer. Fiction is fantasy, rich sagas, science fiction, speculative fiction, alternate realities, historical fiction with adventure, dystopian stories that challenge the norms, and imaginative tales that blend realism with fantastical elements. Nonfiction is historical narratives, scientific explorations, push the boundaries, blah, 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 blah. Yep, sounds about right for me. Okay, I'm seeing these recommendations, and while they sound promising, and the first 2 are definitely ones I've seen very much. Actually, the first 3, because that's Outlander. I've seen a lot in BookTube. I have not ventured that way because I think there may be a little bit too much world building for me. And I like a little romance infused with mine too, not gonna lie. And then you can sign up for, you know, a newsletter there. Well, that was a very fun quiz to take. I think it's pretty spot on of what I actually prefer and what I like. So I'm not mad at it at all. I didn't like that it didn't talk about romance more. I wouldn't mind that, because while I'm not strictly a romance reader, I definitely like romance elements inside of my reading. But Pretty good assessment. I enjoyed taking that. So let me know what type of reader you are if you take this assessment, okay? Like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.